Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So I hope you guys are staying safe and that you guys are well. And this blows over us soon. Doesn't seem like it's going to, but hopefully it will. Uh, I tried to do a live stream the other day and it was horrendous. I could not get it working. I kept trying, and you lovely people just kept sitting waiting, and it was echoing and repeating. I don't know what I did wrong. So I will be re how do you say, deleting it from my computer and then reinstalling it to see if it was the program problem or whatever. And I'm also going to put my other camera up, my old webcam, so I can do more face like things, because I want to do a vlog and I wanted to sit and talk, and my phone, I can't get it high. It's just a mess. Today has not been the greatest day. But we're all here, we're all live, and we just got to keep on keeping on. So I have these pictures that I had done, that I had drawn, and because I'm going to make these into stencils, and I wanted to kind of play around and paint the face. So I thought I would start with this one, and I'm going to use watercolor. Oh my goodness, because I I really just don't know how to use watercolor that well yet. I'm trying. So I'm going to try to mix a flesh color here. I had some red and blue and some orange, and I started mixing it, and I thought, you know what? I'm just going to come on. So I'm going to add some white, and this is just my Winsor Newton palette. I'm in the midst of deciding what other palette I want to get, because my Kuretake, a lot of the colors are gone. And this one is I've had for years and years, and we use it. I use it, and now Dave has been a little bit more orange. Dave has been using it as well. So we're going through it. Going through it. All right, let's see what color this is. That's not too bad. Need it a little lighter. I gotta tell you, being a mixed media artist, I want more water. Being a mixed media artist is really hard to transition for me. For me, not for everybody, I know. Into doing watercolor, because it's just so different. Everything has to be in watercolor a little bit more. Like you see me, I'm going all over these colors. I'm mixing. Really, I should be mixing on my palette like I am and cleaning my brush in between. But who has time for that? Oh, she's adding pink in. What are we getting with some pink? We're just going way off course. All right, I'm going to clean my brush. I'm going to grab some more white. I think I need more white and orange, and then we'll be okay. This part I like of watercolor because I can just keep playing. All right, we're just going in. We're going in. She's a darker girl, and it's okay. Because that's how I look in the summer. I get very tan. Let's see if I can yellow this out. Oh, okay. We're all just going to sit here and sneeze. My dogs, me. All right, now we're a little... Okay, guys. I want this, but just a little bit lighter. Oh my god. Okay, that's too orange. And my dog's gagging. This is why I don't put videos up lately. It just seems like I can't. Because there's always something going on. See, I need it like this. Yeah. If I put it a little, I wonder if I put it. See, my white's almost gone. I do a wash. There we go. I can just add a little bit of that. There we go. Not so bad. Not perfect, but I'm all right with this. It just takes some playing. That's the thing. Maybe I should be doing these things off camera like some of you suggest, and I don't. And I'll tell you why. I want people who are wanting to try something new, like watercolor. I've been trying new for 10 years, but that's all right. I'm going to just keep lifting off here because I don't need that much. But I want you to see like what I go through. Now, I'm not the best person to maybe go over, go after, like, well, but because I'm a little off. But I want you to see that, you don't always have to get it right the first time. Not everybody does. And I don't. And doesn't make me give up. I just keep going. Just like you saw. Look at all that. And I'll wet my brush just a little bit just to pick up a little bit more of that to keep it going. Now, I used waterproof ink to draw this. So make sure you do that, if you want to draw on a piece of paper. I like doing it, and then I'll add it to my backgrounds that I do. And lately I've been doing a little bit more mixed media. I know a lot of you like to see me do mixed media, which I love to do. Now you see this like in here, she's a little, I'm going to say a little orange. I'm not hating the orange, but I am going to take a little bit of white and just kind of like lighten where the highlight would probably be a little bit more. And you can lift it off as well. I'm just going to kind of give it a roll. Just put a little white in there. So when it dries, it's a little lighter. A little more of a highlight. I'm going to put in there. Okay. Nothing like a fuzz coming from the gods only know where. Okay. I don't want her to look like she got some mustache. Okay, now to maybe go in with just a little, like maybe a little bit of contour, I'll go in with a little bit of that darker shade. Just around. No, just tap it in. Tap it in. Okay, so I'm watching Tiger King on Netflix. I told Secret to watch it because if you're an animal lover, I just think you should watch it. The first thing she asked me was, do they kill them? A couple episodes in, but boy, oh boy, is it interesting. Interesting, and like, you just sit there like, huh. And what it is, it's about a guy who, I want to say collects, but he saves, I don't know the right word, tigers, jungle tigers, leopards, the whole deal, and is in a kind of like fight with another person who does it, who says she's saving them and he's not. So there's like a plot to have her killed, and I guess they think it's him. So it's real. It's a real thing. All right, so you see how I added just a little bit of shading, and I'm just going to rinse my brush. Remember, I'm from the Jersey Shore, so, or close to the Jersey Shore, I'll say. So please leave my tanning alone, okay? But yeah, let me know down below if you're watching it, because it is glorious in the most ridiculous way. So I'd like to know if you're watching it, or what you are watching on the Netflix, because we're finishing Broadchurch. We're almost done with it. All right, so I'm just laying that in like that. We're finishing Broadchurch, and then we will finish the Tiger King, and then I forget what else we were going on to. And Bosch is starting this month, as well as we have so many things that we watch, especially now being in, because now Emily will be home. Oh shit, Kelly, you shouldn't have done that. Let's just get her back up there. Ozarks, that's the other thing. Ozarks. Now you see that went on really dark, and that's okay. I'll just wet my brush. And remember, it dries lighter, and then I'll just kind of go in and just lift it and blend it out a little bit. So, like I said, I'm not I'm not, you know, Miss Watercolor girl, okay? I've just been watching a lot of them and been doing some things, you know? So, what color is this? Brown? You can tell I'm very, see, let me show you. So I like to wet. This is my funnest part, the most funnest part. What do I say? Of doing this. Watercolor. It's kind of like, I guess it's called floating it. I don't know. If I can float, I'm a happy girl. So, like where you just kind of, and it just gives you that fantastic texture. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing it wrong, but I just like doing it. Okay. And I'm not going all the way in with the color. I'm not quite sure what, because I mean, you can see her skin's the same color as her hair. I don't care. Let me just go. I mean, I'm not, you know. Well, the dogs are going to play now. We are not a professional channel here. And I'm quite sorry. I tried to get my phone set up so I can, I wanted to get the puppy and show you guys the puppy. But it'll have to be maybe tomorrow. Unless I can get my live stream going. So yeah, that's a little too close to the face. Not really, but kind of. So I think I'm going to add a little bit of red. And see. Nowadays, there are no hair colors. Like, they're all, you know, red, brown, red, black, blue, red, blue, ball, you know, oops, no. You know, a little bit better. Have to do some purple. If you saw my hair right now, I did a box color. Well, yes, she did. And it's not horrible, but it's not what I wanted. And I'm thinking about cutting. Like, I had cut like 3 inches off my hair, and it's grown back. So I think I'm gonna add. I'm gonna cut a little bit more. I'm gonna go in here with this red and just add a little bit to add a little bit of separation. But I think I'm going to, yeah, cut some off. Summer's coming and my hair grows and it's getting a little long. When it's trying to strangle me in the middle of the night, it's kind of like, I think it's time. And I'm going to go a little darker and drier here around the face. Don't bleed on the face. Okay. Yep, see, it started going in on the face, but that's all right. I'm going to go and take some of this off and blend it a little bit more. Hey. Because I don't want that coming off. Same here. Plus, you know what else? It does get, being a mixed media artist, and this is no excuse, because like I said, people do both perfectly, and I'm just, my brain, I'm just not one of them people. But for me, it's learning all these things. Like, you don't want the brush too wet, but you want it wet enough. And you want to make sure parts are dry. Like, to me, I'm like, watercolor, oh, it's just, you're going in with water. Like, of course everything's to be wet. No, that's not how it works. And I'm learning that. But I don't always follow that. You know? So, just wetting my brush a little bit more. I do like the kind of look it's going here. It's just come out too far. But it is what it is, isn't it? All right. Now let's see. What color lips? What about a white and a little pink? Like just a tinge. Like an orchid. And then I have a cat that likes to come in my room. I try to keep the animals out of here. The dog's a little bit harder than the cats, but I have a cat that likes to sneak in and chew plastic. So that's another thing that's happening today, all day. So I keep having to yell at the cat to get out because I don't want her in here or him in here. It's one of the blackies, so I have two that were kittens. If you guys have been with me for a while, y'all know about them. Lovely, lovely cats, but they have weird habits. But then again, being in my family, I understand. Okay. That's all right. That's all right. Just going to blend that. Now, her eyes. And I'll go in with acrylic paint for like white around her eyes or whatever to make them. I probably need a smaller brush too, but. I should get out my gouache and paint. Okay. And a little bit more. Might be too light. Maybe, do we want a darker lip? Let's see. So let me know what state you're in. I'm in New Jersey and we are quarantined. No stores are open, only essentials, and it's really weird, really weird. So let me know where you're at and what's going on and what you're doing. Are you doing art? Are you reading? So that's another thing I want to start doing is reading. Go through all my books. Okay, not too bad. It's another watercolor day, watercolor face. I'm not hating her. I have to fix a few places, but I mean, overall, not too bad. Not hating it. But what I'm gonna do very quickly, because I was going between this one and this one, but just decided on this one for now. So I'm gonna let her go. She looks like she's watercolored. I just gotta fix that part. But let's try this one more time while we're sitting here. I'm gonna go in with orange. Let's see, we're gonna go with orange and blue. Oh, maybe I need a darker blue. Okay. And then white. Let's see. Okay. So to me, it would need red to warm it up a little bit. Yeah. Okay. All right. So that's a little bit darker than I want it. What I'm going to do is get a little bit of yellow and see if that'll turn. Pull some of it down. Okay. Okay. So one of the things I saw was red, and I'm wondering if that's the difference. Is you take red, yellow, okay, we're gonna go a little blue. All right, so those are your main colors. So I would mix these together. Okay, so, all right, so you get that orange, you see. And I'm gonna add some of this blue in, so that makes it a little cooler. So then what, is it more yellow? If I add more blue, it's gonna be green. Okay. And then some white. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah, that's much. Okay. All right. So that's how I will do it. And if I add a little bit more blue, what happens? That would be like shadow colors, right? So then if you have your eyes, that would be like your shadow. Yeah. Okay. Okay, good. All right. Working it out in my head, I got to do that kind of thing. So, all right. So I have to start originally from with the watercolor. And it does work like that. Also would help if my paper wasn't pilling. That's what these little marks are, is this crap paper. Because it's just mixed media paper. It's not necessarily for water. Okay. All right. So I just had to play and see what I love playing just to do marks. Anyway, just to see what, what was going on. So this is the watercolor project for the day. And then I will go in, once it's all dry, I'll go in and probably, because it's like very illustrated looking with the black pen marker over it, and I kind of dig it. So I might just leave it like this. I don't know. What's today's date? All right. So yeah. I hope you guys just sat with me and just listened to me ramble. This was not necessarily one I was definitely going to go and put up, but I just thought maybe if you just needed something to watch and you would work along with me, figuring out how we're going to do our colors. So now I'm going to figure out what watercolor set I want to buy so I can continue on this watercolor journey. I may or may not have another watercolor video coming up later on today. I was going to do Seahorse because that's a prompt in one of the groups, but I don't know. We'll see. As always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. I love you guys very much, and I hope you guys are all safe and stay safe, and your families are safe, and your friends and your animals and everybody. So I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.